Hey, what's up? Michael Avila here, and in this video, I'm going to show you 7 things nobody tells you about dieting. Now, this is going to be super important, and make sure to stay till the end of the video because number 7 is going to be a big mistake that all men make, especially when it comes to weight loss. So I'm going to show you why it's such a big mistake and how you can combat that. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Michael Avila and I'm a biomedical engineer turned weight loss coach. And I help men lose weight so that they can be at their healthiest and most confident. Because honestly, at the end of the day, yes, you need to be healthy. You need to be at your absolute best. But more importantly, you need to be able to lead by example for your family. Be at your best for your wife. Be at your best for your kids or future kids if that's something later on. So, again, that is the most important reason, and it's why you need to understand these 7 things so that you can lose weight once and for all and do it permanently. So number 1 is that diets aren't actually restricting. All right? If you really look at the definition, here I'm going to pop it up on Google. It's just what you eat on a daily basis. It's what you habitually have. Now, there is a second definition, and it's usually what people have tried or used the word for generally on a common basis now because they think of it as, oh, I'm going to be restrictive, I'm cutting things off, I'm eliminating things out of my diet. However, the reality is the key aspect of a good weight loss diet is it's something you can do for the rest of your life. You want to be able to create balance and have a correct system where you're eating foods that allow you to lose fat, you're eating foods that allow you to feel energized, but also you're not restricting yourself to the point where, oh, you're not able to have pizza with your kids, you're not able to go out with the guys and not have that beer. All right, so it's really important to be able to have and create a weight loss system or nutrition plan where you're able to balance all of those and lose weight at the same time. All right, so that's number 1. Okay, now for number 2. And the second thing that nobody tells you about dieting is that it messes up your metabolism. Now, let me explain. If you continuously try to diet and you end up losing and gaining the same 10, 50 pounds over and over and over again, then you can make it harder to lose weight and actually mess up your metabolism. Here's a couple factors that go into it. I'll share it in an example. One of my clients, David, he shared with me that before getting up and joining my Lean Legends Academy, he would always try to lose the same 15 pounds before going to the doctor, right? Because he wanted his health markers to be there. Now, for example, when he was 35, he would lose it no problem. Very, very easy. However, as time progressed, let's say he started off at 215 and would need to get to 200 for his doctor's appointment, that process of losing the weight wouldn't be as fluid as before. Now, what happens is because he's continuously tried or kept trying to lose that same 15 pounds over and over and over again, his body builds up some sort of resistance. In addition, over time, you end up losing muscle as well. So losing weight when you're 35 isn't going to end up becoming the same as when you're 45, 55, etc. So it's so important to be able to get this right the first time so you don't have negative repercussions afterwards. All right, so that's number 2. Make sure you get it right so that you don't end up messing up your metabolism. So now number 3 is stop waiting for a perfect time. All right, don't wait to be less busy. And here's the thing. Every day that you spend putting your health aside, putting your weight loss aside, is another day where you continue to give your wife, your family, your loved ones a lesser version of yourself. You're continuously coming home tired after work. You're continuously being mentally drained. And that's why it's so important to stop waiting till a better season. All right, right now it's August. And I talk to a lot of guys online in terms of where they're at with their health and fitness, how things are going. And 99% of the people who I talk to in January, they're still stuck at the same place. they continued to bleed or to believe this notion of, okay, I'm going to wait for a better time. I'm going to wait till later on when it's less chaotic. However, the reality is, if you're married, if you're working long hours, and if you add a family on top of that, if you're a man who has kids, etc., then your new normal is busy. You can't wait for a better time. And that's why it's so important to take action now, because if you can get through the crazy times, if you can get through the busy times by prioritizing yourself, that's just going to build your discipline and consistency better, so that anytime afterwards you're able to jump over the hurdles and overcome any obstacle that comes afterwards. So that's number 3. Don't wait for a busy time. Take action now. Okay, so coming into number 4 here now, halfway through this list. Number 4 is that there is a difference between weight loss foods and foods that are healthy. There's a big difference. Now, at the end of the day, what's your number 1 goal? It's to lose weight, right? So we want to ensure that our foods that we're having on a daily basis are geared towards losing weight and maximizing your energy as well, because that's a byproduct. Increasing your energy ends up becoming a byproduct of losing weight and eating the right foods. Now, if you never caught my last video, I ended up making it, and I talked about 5 lies about weight loss. And in it, I share how you don't want to choose low-calorie alternatives all the time. However, you need to also balance foods that are lower in calories, but also have the right macro and micronutrients. So, by doing that, you need to ensure that you're getting enough vegetables, you're getting enough protein, and also you're choosing a list of foods that you enjoy, but also can continue to have afterwards. And here's what I mean by that, is because having healthy foods, stuff like avocado oil, peanut butter, generally pretty healthy, right? However, those are going to be high calorie alternatives. So instead of having peanut butter, you can have the peanut butter powder, right? That's going to be a lower calorie alternative, and it's going to be purely protein. Another thing, instead of putting olive oil or avocado oil on all your foods, use a spray oil. That's going to save you a lot of calories. So choosing the right foods is going to be really important when you talk about weight loss. Hey, hold up for 1 second. So if you found this video valuable so far, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more. Would super appreciate your support. And also it tells me that I'm putting out the right content to help you not only lose weight, but keep it off permanently, so that you can be at your absolute best, not only for yourself, but for the people that you love. And more importantly, it's leading by example. So again, make sure to like and subscribe for more. All right, number 5. And this one is all about calories in versus calories out. And I cannot stress this enough. That's the only thing that really matters. Now, when you hear that, a lot of guys think, okay, I need to count my calories. No. The important thing is ensuring that you are eating less than what your body's expending on a daily basis. And you can do that, whether it's portioning out your food, ensuring that you're having some sort of system or metric where you're managing how much food you're taking in on a daily basis. Okay, there's multiple ways of doing that. So again, at the end of the day, in order to lose weight, if you found yourself at a plateau, if you feel like the weight's not going down, if you've tried a lot of things, but you know what, the weight's not dropping, unfortunately, the truth is you're not in a caloric deficit. So that's number 5. Stay in a caloric deficit and you will lose weight. All right, so this last 2, I saved the best 2 for last, because these are things that people continue to completely forget about. More importantly, it's probably things that you didn't know. Now, number 6 is that you're not supposed to be starving. So if you've ever tried to lose weight and you're hungry all the time, you're irritable, you're frustrated, then you're doing something wrong. More importantly, there's so many strategies in order to stay full while you're on a caloric deficit. Now, losing weight or being on a diet here, yes, you are going to be a little bit more hungry. However, there's a difference between being a little hungry and starving or constantly thinking about food. And once you start getting into that place, then again, you're doing a lot of the wrong things. So instead, make sure that you're not starving, and the way that you can combat those is getting enough veggies, drinking enough water, ensuring that you're getting enough protein throughout the day. So that's number 6. Don't make that big fatal mistake, is that you should never be starving if you're dieting correctly. You should never be starving if you're losing weight and losing fat correctly. Now, here is number 7, the best for last. And honestly, this is the number one thing I see so many guys make the mistake of doing. All right, if you're serious about losing weight once and for all, if you're serious about being at your absolute best for the people that you love, if you're serious about leading by example and making a generational change simply by changing your health, then you cannot make this one mistake, and seriously, nobody talks about this. The number 7, the last one, is that you need exercise. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. While you lose weight, and especially the time after, you need to exercise so that you can build muscle. That's really the main goal, because muscle is the organ of youth. It's what allows you to be active. It's what allows you to enjoy all of your or enjoy the activities that you love to do. All right, and I'll use the example here because a lot of what's inspired me to become a weight loss coach is my dad's own journey. And my dad, in order to lose weight, he ended up fasting. He ended up doing a lot of these quick fix extreme diets. And what happens when you don't exercise, when you don't build muscle, you go from being fat to skinny fat. And yeah, you weigh less. It improves some of your health markers. Great, very good win. However, it only solves a piece of the puzzle. When you want to solve this holistically and be able to continue to improve yourself, you need to exercise, you need to lift weights in the gym so you can build strong muscle so that you can enjoy simple things and not struggle. For example, going up and down the stairs when you're 65, right? Being able to run and sprint and keep up with your kids. Or, you know what, going and playing a round of golf without being absolutely tired afterwards or feeling like you need to take a couple of days off, right? So that's why it's so important to exercise. So while you're losing weight, you can pack on some good muscle, and also, especially after you've hit your goal weight, really emphasize and make building muscle the number one goal, because your body is primed to put on more muscle at the end of a fat loss phase. So do that, add exercise into your journey. All right, so those are the 7 things nobody tells you about dieting. And remember to keep in mind, at the end of the day, find something sustainable. Get exercise into your program and do it right the first way. Do it right now so that you can never struggle with your weight ever again. So again, my name is Michael Avila. I'm your weight loss coach, and if you found this video valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.